Hey guys, it's Adam here from GamesReviews.com, and today we are looking at Stardew Valley on the Xbox One. This is episode 3 of our playthrough. I believe we are on day 4. In the previous episode, we cleared out more of the farm. We did a bunch of fishing, which was incredibly difficult. If you want my thoughts on fishing, I went into it a little bit in depth over the last episode. But let's see what we're going to do today. I think we have one more day yet before our crops are ready to harvest. So we're going to first obviously check the weather, the fortune teller, as we do every day, and then we'll get into our daily tasks. As always, guys, I hope you enjoy the streams. I hope you'll follow me on Twitter, follow the website GamesReviews.com, where we're putting up lots of Stardew Valley content, as well as a bunch of stuff for Xbox, Sony, and all the big publishers as well. Alright, so we're going to start today. We're going to water these crops. I do believe they should all be ready tomorrow. I think it's a 5-day cycle for them. And they're not worth a whole lot, but it'll be a start. So what I think we're going to do is prepare for the next day of spring. So we're probably going to clear up that grass right below where I'm watering right now and put down some more plots because we need to make sure we have a good source of income. Obviously, foraging items hasn't been that successful of a plan. I thought, in previous Harvest Moon games, they're everywhere, and they're, good value. And I said previous, this isn't a Harvest Moon game, obviously, but it's just not the same. Foraging items don't seem to be worth as much or to be as plentiful. So I think I got to rely a bit more on the farming early on, at least until I can get my fishing leveled up. One of the things I've been thinking about over the last, few hours of playing through the first couple days on the Riverland farm is if I chose the correct farm to play. I'm starting to wonder if I should have picked the default farm, which should be easier to, plan what the farm's going to look like. Place for animals, place for crops, place for trees, beehives, whatever else. It's going to be much more difficult on this one with all the islands, but I guess it just makes it a little bit more challenging, and maybe that's going to be a little bit more fun, so we're going to try it out. Not having a lot of luck fishing here right now. So over the last couple months, it's been really busy with playing games for review for the website. We've been doing lately, I think we did Last Guardian, Dead Rising 4, Pokemon Sun and Moon. So I'm really hoping now that Christmas is coming, I'll be able to settle down and just play something that I purchased for once. And I always like purchasing a game because there's really no obligation for me to actually do a review on it. When you review games for a hobby, as I do, or for a living, you can quickly lose sight of the enjoyment of playing video games, I think, and it just becomes a task that you have to get done. And I think it's detrimental to you as a person because you enjoy video games so much, but it's also detrimental to your readers because you're not really giving it, sometimes you're not giving it everything you should, and that's always difficult. Okay, we're going to give the blacksmith the rock here for him to smash open, and we'll see what's inside. I've heard there's valuable stuff, or there can be valuable stuff, but you can also get crap, so I guess we'll pop this open. It costs, I think, 25 gold. And I got some limestone. I think I can turn limestone in I'm not going to do it right now, but I think perhaps limestone is something I can turn in at the museum, but I'm a man on a mission right now, so head down to the beach. It's always, you know, I make a daily trip down to the beach, especially in the spring. If you're going to find, talk to Elliot for a quick second, if you're going to find worms to get with your hoe, to maybe dig up some rare books or rare items, it's going to be on the beach or on the path, so it's always good to stop at the beach. And they're rarer fish, more expensive fish are in the ocean, so we're going to try again and see what we can catch perhaps here. More crap. The attach rate compared to other farming simulator games is definitely lower here. I find myself, I played day 2 off stream. I didn't record that one, and I went fishing for a majority of that day, and there were times where I think an hour of in-game time would go by, if not maybe even 2 hours of in-game time would go by, and I wouldn't get a single bite. I know it depends on where you're fishing. Obviously, you want to try to get into that blue area right by that big rock there, but the dark blue area, that is, all the water's blue. But, yeah, no bites, and the same kind of crap's happening today, so I'm gonna head back to the farm, and I should start getting ready for, we're gonna go forage. We're gonna go see what we can find. We could use a little bit extra cash, but I do need to start working on expanding the farm for when my first set of parsnips. There's a daffodil. For when my first set of parsnips are done, I'll sell those and then use the money from them to buy even more seeds, so that we can we'll have a bigger harvest again in 10 days. I think I'm going to steer clear of the more expensive vegetables for my first year, or at least this first season. I'm going to do my best just to get, you know, churn a lot of stuff through. And then, because more expensive stuff, you really want to spend the time fertilizing, and you want to spend the time trying to get a higher quality crop to maximize your income. And, you know, these cheaper ones, there's less of a, I mean, for me personally, there's less of a desire to do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so the one place on the map we haven't actually checked out yet is actually right above where I'm chopping there, the mine. I haven't been in there yet, and like I said, I never played this before, so I have no idea what to expect. The other thing I'm trying to collect wood for is I need 300 wood pieces to build the bridge down by the beach. That'll open up another, the east portion of the beach, that'll open up, and there's a lot of coral over there that regenerates every couple days. And as far as I can tell from online, the coral actually sells for a pretty good price, so it'll be worth, the 300 wood will be a good investment to get those foraging items. If you know what I'm supposed to do in here, put a comment down below. I know I can just go online and look, but maybe in the process of uploading my videos and recording more crap, someone will have told me exactly what I can find in here. Okay. As I've said previously, it doesn't, using the scythe doesn't actually cost any energy, so you can hack at stuff with your scythe all day long. I'm going to cut away from the water, because it seems like the wood will sprout from where the tip of the tree falls, and I'm guessing if it falls in the water, that's bye-bye wood. Well, because I almost fainted yesterday, I got to the point of exhaustion. I only started with a half an energy bar today, and that really cuts down on the amount of crap you can do, which sucks. Because let's face it, all I've really done today is watered crops, fished a couple times, and hacked a tree down, and I'm almost done. So, never let yourself get to the 0 mark on your energy bar before you go to bed. it just sucks. Because now, I mean, the truth is I don't have enough energy to expand my farm today for when my crops come through. So now I'm forced to wait and spend even more energy tomorrow, which means I won't be able to hoe all the plots I need, and I won't be able to plant all the seeds I want to plant. And I'm not going to be able to water everything I want to water. So I'm going to have to, instead of being able to do it all in one day, I'm going to have to break that up into 2. I'm getting a little better at this fishing thing. It's still incredibly difficult. And it always seems like that one I did fairly well, but in other situations, it seems like the closer I get to actually completing the fishing mini game, the more nervous I get. So I start playing with the X button way too much, and I start to bob. If I can catch this one, I'm going to get a treasure chest as well. You can see the treasure chest there on the screen. I just got it. So now I just got to make sure I reel this fish in. And this is a tall task for what's going to sell for maybe 20 gold. I'm working very hard to get this, and I'm not even 100% sure if it's even going to be worth it. Those treasure chests can have great stuff in them, or it could just have logs and stone. So you don't really know, but you know it's always worth trying to get. So we got a fish, and we got a treasure chest with wood and charcoal. So nothing amazing, but let's go dump some of these resources off in the box. Again, with the minimal income, the 12 spots, you got to keep as many spots open as you can, because as you fish, you can catch a fish. You could also potentially get that treasure box, and you'll want the open slots for whatever the treasure box might contain. So I think I'll probably hack half a tree down. I won't be able to get the stump, but I should be able to. Oh, can I got 18. Yeah, so I should be able to hack the tree down, but I won't be able to hack the stump. Okay, so I'm down to 9, so I'm not going to tackle this tree today. Nope, now I'm down to 1, and I exhausted myself again. So tomorrow I'm going to be stuck with half energy once again. And that's going to suck. That's going to really, really suck. Because I'm exhausted. I think if you're at 0, it does it. I don't think you actually have to fall into the negatives to start the next day at half health. But we're going to finish up for today, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll have another video up as soon as I can. We'll be harvesting crops. So please follow me on Twitter at Adam Roffles. Like this video and subscribe. And leave a comment down below. Thanks, guys. Have a good evening. Bye.